Well, welcome back to the Megan Show. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Florida beach vlog. The Megan Show. My family and I are spending a week on the Space Coast here at Cocoa Beach, Florida. I think you can see some potentially space launch areas over there, if I'm not mistaken. That is cool. We're supposed to go to the Kennedy Space Center this week to potentially see a rocket launch. And then this morning I woke up early, had a nice little beachy breakfast with a gorgeous view, and I just had to get my feet in the sand and come on down here to see it up close. And here's our condo. So let's get this vacation going. Hello, this is day 2 of our trip, Monday, the second full day of our trip. We just got back from the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, an all-day affair. We got there at like 9. We just left at about 3. As I'm filming this, 3:30. Yeah, we just got back to the condo. Watched a couple of YouTube videos to get a feel for what it was going to be like, and I felt like I was still ill-prepared, and that's kind of the theme of the day. We didn't really know what we were getting into. I thought, we were just going to a big space museum. I knew there were multiple buildings. There were really cool artifacts to see. There was a whole room about Mars, Journey to Mars, seeing the different Mars rovers. That was pretty cool.
What do you think is the right answer? A. A looks like the correct answer for this. I am in the soil is the reason the red planet looks like the way it does.
The best part to me was seeing the space shuttle Atlantis, and it was a huge space shuttle. There were all kinds of different other like smaller pieces in that room, but the huge space shuttle was the coolest part to me. We spent some time in there. There were just so many things throughout. There were all these different buildings. We also expected to see a rocket launch, and just as we walked outside to go take our seats, the launch got scrubbed. We could not believe it. Just all of a sudden they said, nope, it's not happening today. And so that was a little disappointing. Overall, it was a fun day. I mean, like I said, we saw a lot of cool stuff, but if you're super into space, I would recommend it. But otherwise, you might want to skip it if you're considering heading down here. But Kennedy Space Center was fun. I got, a couple of things. Where did I set them? I got a very cool tote bag because I love a tote bag. Thought that was pretty cool. Look at that. That is nice. This shows kind of a little bit of the areas of the Space Center. And, okay, first of all, I forgot to mention, we did the space shuttle experience. And it was like a little ride, but it was kind of silly, but just something fun to do. I got a postcard. I love postcards. I'll put that in my journal. And I got this postcard that's like holographic, which is very fun. I got a couple magnets and a t-shirt, which sounds like a lot. My parents bought most of it. But look at this cute little NASA shirt. How cute is that? I love the pastel colors. So again, overall, a nice experience, just slightly disappointing in a couple of ways. So I'd honestly give it probably a 6 out of 10. So take that for what you will. Now I'm going to put on my bathing suit and hit the pool because I've been sweating all day and it's time to get out in the sun. Cocoa Village. It's a historic downtown area of shopping, lots of eateries, and look at this gorgeous view. This is my kind of activity to do on vacation, shop around at some local boutiques. This has been such a fun morning with my mom. I absolutely love this. We're back from our little morning excursion. Walking around Cocoa Village was so nice this morning. I got a little sunburnt yesterday, so I really wanted to do something where I could wear clothes during the day and not get sunburnt again. But we walked around the really cool little local artisan shops, and in the very first one was an art shop, had lots of different artists work in there, and I grabbed this little piece of art, nice little beachy scene from Linda Z artist. I thought that was a pretty little picture there to remind me of the beach, and I bought these really pretty earrings that were near the cash register, and they were from Carolyn Seller, I think. Look how pretty those are. So I love buying local, like from local artists, especially in a city that I've never been. My mom and I found a TJ Maxx nearby, had to pop in, and when I was home before leaving for the trip, I saw this fruit bracelet that I really wanted to get, but I didn't buy it. And so I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and buy it at the beach. Fruit little bracelet. I'm gonna wear it this evening when we go back out for dinner or whatever we're gonna do. And I found this cute little baby fat cobalt blue t-shirt that I also might wear tonight, but I'll look through the clothes that I brought. But I love shopping, and so that was a fun little morning. Last day. So glad we were able to fit in Disney Springs on our last night of our trip. Like I said earlier, I love shopping around so much. We actually have a family friend that lives in Orlando, so she joined us here for Disney Springs, and we took some of those like photo pass Disney photos, and those are gonna be so funny when we get those back. I'll pop them in. But we are just hopping around, looking in all the stores. I got some pressed pennies at the T-Rex store. I got those cute little pink Disney shorts. So lots of fun stuff this evening. We are wrapping up for the night at Disney Springs, about to head back to Cocoa Beach, pack up our things, and head home in the morning. So I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. I wanna thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.